Okay, annoyingly, the trading posts between Braga and Lisbon have not helped because of this weird way the trade routes are having to sort of scatter. That's really annoying. So we've only got one route available at the moment. Beja to Halep is 1.5 science, but you know what? It's good enough. That's good enough. And I think I'll save this and settle it somewhere else. Eventually, all of my trade routes I would like to get either from Lisbon or Braga because my holy sites here are making them even better. I'm not worried about that just for now. There's sort of priorities for now, priorities for 20 turns time, and priorities for end of the game, and that's an end of the game worry. Time for recorded history. Oh, it says it's only going to give me 3 extra science, but that's 3 plus 75%. It would be quite handy. I'm building settlers, which are taking their sweet time. Do I want to put the card in? I'll hold off just for a second. What I would like instead is to go engineering ironworking, and then probably up to buttress or cartography. There's another 12 gold route for tiny bit of science. 2 era score for spreading my religion. I do need to remember to do that because I need a lot of era score here. The settler's almost finished. I'm just still saving up my gold for Imhotep. So the navigation school is worth 4 science, which is pretty typical. Gives me production towards naval units in the city, which is amazing, but it also gives me 1 science for every 2 coast or lake tiles in the city. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far, so an extra 2 science. It's worth 6 science per turn. That's big, and you want to build them as soon as you can. My first lumber mill, and of course by that I mean my second, but Lisbon is now getting relatively productive. 22 production, we've seen bigger. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. City number 6. Hopefully the trade route from this city would be pretty good. There is buttress, and oh my goodness, again, I have no era score. What is going on? Let's unlock cartography. Navigation school number 1 and 2, both of those are being finished. Where's my other harbor coming along? 8 turns away, 14 turns away. Come on, I needed these boosts like yesterday. But we did get Imhotep. That is 3 era score. Let's chop out the harbor. Hopefully that'll give us cartography, then we can get our unique unit, and that's a powerful thing. And this settler can probably just go and cross the sea, see if we can find people. That's what I call safe. Yes, just randomly throw them across the map. What could go wrong? Nan Madol. Oh, that's a big one for me. Oh, I tell you what, these barbs are really, really annoying. I should have actually built some units. That would have been handy. Okay, time for natural philosophy. I'm looking at my trade routes. It's Poland and it's Ottomans. These are the 2 people I would like to become friends with. Now, in this particular instance, I would bribe somebody to be an ally to me, even if I had to pay a little bit. There you go. So that's a scientific alliance with the Ottomans now, which means that I'm getting another 3 science per trade route. I love that. First charge of Imhotep. There is the mausoleum. 1 science, 1 faith, 1 culture on all coast tiles, but more importantly, engineers now have an additional charge. If you are as rich as Portugal, this might come in very, very handy. It might not, but it also might. Will this cut out the harbor? It will. There's cartography. Mr. Sattler, across the ocean with you. Find a new world. I'm sure it'll probably be better than the one we've left. You know, it's fine. Congo. Honored to meet you. Yes, I've some of your hospitality. You are literally just to the right. The chances of me being able to trade with you are slim, but that is another trade route. Be good if I had anyone to trade with, but it is another trade route. You ready for a navigation school in a dark age in a Pingala city? You ready for this? 96 science to 110. Oh yeah. And would I just treat myself to another fish tile? Yep, you better believe I would. Religious emergency. You know what? I am actually going to pass on it, but if someone actually raises that, I will just randomly join in because I'd like to meet everybody else. The more people I meet, the better. So this is a Singi Sattel, but I would like to put a city there because now that I think about it, the Joke Canal City is really important because if I don't do this, this strip of land, do you remember I said it would go from ice cap to ice cap? I was pretty much correct. My capital is stuck in a landlocked area that is just not very helpful for me, so we're going to have to settle all up and down this continent. I might as well. We'll make it happen. Here we go. Actually, is there joint visibility on religious emergency? There may not be, but I might as well give it a go. Oh, you know what? You only live once. Let's join in. This is more a test for me, to be absolutely honest with you. Oh, it failed anyway. I was just curious. I was very curious to see whether or not that would have given me shared visibility. I don't think it does. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong on that one. I'm always happy to be corrected. Oh, that's a huge island, and it's absolutely full of barbarians. This map is going to be terrifyingly terrifyingly big. It is a huge map, but there are huge maps and there are huge maps, and this is definitely the latter. This will end up being a little bit of a canal city as well. It says it's not loyal. Why do you keep lying to me like this? It's the most loyal city you could ever be. Oh, I could canal city on this source of horse as well, and then I could go all the way through. Oh, it's too tempting. Second charge of Imhotep, and I have Colossus. It's like a regular man, except it's about 150 feet tall or so, and it's made out of solid bronze, and it got knocked over in an earthquake. I think maybe 10 years after it got built. That is a bunch of spurious made-up facts about Colossus. Also called Seahenge, Colossus is known to wake and move around the map on the 29th of every February. Little fun made-up facts for you right there. Oh, I've even got another trade route to use, but there's nowhere to put the trader. Sounds about right, really. Sounds about right. Admiral forms a fleet out of a military naval unit. Now, this is quite handy because what I can do is take one of my better galleys and upgrade it to a now. That is a 55 strength ship, and I can make a fleet out of it, which makes my cities basically unkillable. Well, you know what I should have done? Put Mausoleum on the hill, and then I could have put Kilwa there. Kilwa's still, how many turns? 24 turn build. That's really, really massive. Luxury for luxury. These trades feel fair. Samarkand. Ooh, La Rochelle's on the coast. Okay. It's impossible to send a trader there, but that is an option now. Always keep an eye out for the option. There is a route to Poland. You know what I'm going to do? Send my now in order to go and fix that up. Tell you what we'll do. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Give myself the reinforced hull, make a fleet, and we're going to go and put down one of my improvements in Polish territory. If we can trade open borders, which we can. Now, whether players would let you do this or not, I'm not sure. But we'll say we could do it on city-states. So somebody is going to have that done. And I've bought a temple in my capital to give me divine right. Unholy left, it's not good enough for me. I'm going to keep making that joke over and over until people laugh. Monasticism, caravansaries. That's a mouthful. Let's put defensive buildings in, and we can finally put veterancy in, which will speed up the rate in which I make my harbours. I do miss having a unique harbour. That's why I like playing England over Portugal, but Portugal is a lot of fun. I can't lie. Oh, I got another trader unit from a tribal village. Oh, wouldn't it be great if I could actually trade with somebody? Shall I settle this settler on the middle of a 2-tile island? I was going to call it a 1-tile island. It's not. Of course it's not. I'm going to gamble. If we can just find anybody else, anyone on the coast, come on, game. Give me somebody to meet. I'm going wilder. I'm going back into the sea. Then I can send all my trade routes there as quick as I can. That is a heroic era, which means we're going to lose a ton of science per turn, but it's okay. We'll survive without it. 86 science per turn now. What are we going to go for? Reform the Queenage. Having unpillageable routes is huge for me. Monumentality is massive, and Hixonc Dracones. I'm hoping this combo will mean that we can now spread in this heroic age just everywhere over the map. Cahokia, America is here somewhere. Good to know. Good to know. America would be a good trade partner. It's Teddy. That's another trade route. Honored to meet you. Give me a capital on the coast. You know you want to. I would love it if we had city center, and I'm going to say we should condemn Catholicism because it's right next to me. It's unlikely to go through. +10 for Judaism. Okay, no, that's no problem at all. Where is America? Where is it? Here. Guess what? Not on the coast, but that's fine. Just renewing this trade route, and look, 21 gold, 4.5 science per turn. That's looking pretty lovely. And here is my unique Victoria improvement. This is really cool. This increases every trade route into this city by 4 gold and 1 production, times by 50%. It always forgets to tell you about the 50%. Because I've got 4 routes going into that city now, it just boosted my gold by about 24 or so. And that's pretty huge. And as I get printing and feudalism, I have a little bit of a diabolical plan. I'm going to allow Poland not only a friendship, but a cultural alliance. Now, what this will mean is that they'll be more inclined to settle towards me, which, apart from these two, every single tile towards me is on the coast. That would mean a bunch of extra traders. Now, I know that I'm being ransacked by coursers. I know. That has not escaped my attention. I'm just building a pikeman. I'll come and deal with it in a second. Lahore. That's a lake. And guess what? It's not on the coast. That is Germany. Another trader. Sampi Hospitality. Yep. Oh, look. There's a city. Guess what? It's not on the coast. Please, go on. Anything. Vatican. Not on the coast, but again, getting closer now. Serfdom. Okay, 5 charge builders. These things are very handy now. I'm just going to treat myself to a couple in various cities that I've just founded. Make sure I've got all of my improvements improved. Here is mercenaries. cities. Trade Confederation, 1 culture and 1 science from every trader that I've got going. Oh, there are some combos that are fun, and there are some combos that are just silly, and this is both. Great Lighthouse, my final charge of Imhotep. It was the only one left. I was going to try and build Colosseum in my capital, but it got stolen just before. The +1 movement on naval units is very handy when you're Portugal, so now I've got +1 movement and +1 sight. Plus, it looks really cool. I like the Great Lighthouse. If I was playing this game on single player, what I would do is I would give a city like this to the AI and then I'd be able to trade with it, but that's the reason I'm not doing that is because I just feel like it's not in the spirit of the multiplayer game that I'd be going for. But don't worry, that thought very much has crossed my mind. Very much has crossed my mind, and that's why I haven't done it. The Chocolate Hills. We've gone quite far with this settler now, and if that is a wonder start, then this isn't a bad place to settle. Hopefully something will appear on the coast at some point and I can send some traders from this side of the map, but we shall see. Gran Colombia, you're not going to be on the coast, are you? You can just tell. No, you're ages away. Oh, huge map. Congo's capital's on the coast. I'm just nowhere near it, but okay, at least 1 city's on the coast. I'm glad that the AI chose to put at least 1 there. Oh no, it's not their capital, just a generic city. Samarkand, did someone just destroy this? You did. Oi, that was mine. Oh, and my scout just got absolutely annihilated by a swarm of barbarian boats. We won't talk about that. I'm sure it was fine. Another admiral grants 1 promotion. Nice. Just a random trader to Poland is now worth all of this stuff. Look at it. 1.5 production, 33 gold, 3 science, 6 culture. Wow. Trade routes, eh? They're pretty good, aren't they? Auckland. Oh, hello. Auckland, I think, is absolutely going to be my friend in this game. I have a lot of coast. A lot of coast. Next up is Magnus, because this is a Chocolate Hills city. I'm going to settle on top of the tobacco. Oh, Congo doesn't like that, but that's fine. Now I can immediately move Magnus in. And whilst there won't be any trade routes that I can achieve right now, there will be eventually. Eventually. Let's start to spam settlers from this city. Ancestral Hall to get 3 settlers. Well, not 3 settlers. 3 builders with the settlers. Yes, you know what I mean. Provision. It's going to come way too late for this particular city. But look at this. Look at that route. It's huge. But it's gold. And gold is what we need right now. Liang. I'm getting into the habit of trying to build Liang in every single nation that I build, and just spamming builders from her city. Tends to work way better than I give it any credit for. We've got 14 trade routes available to us at the moment. Oh, hello. What just happened? There's more routes available to us now. Oh, there's a new city. There's a new city. We've got 5 trade routes available to us now. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Action stations. This is the route to Poland that I'd previously worked on earlier, and now we've got all of these cities. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, this is the time. This is the time. But I wasn't worried, because ultimately Portugal is a sort of sieve that you can only sit on for so long, you know? Like at some point Portugal's going to go, oh yeah, no, I'm rich, aren't I? And just go bam over the whole map. And this is now what is happening. Should we do a before and after on my economy? I really, really would like to do that. That would be good fun. So first of all, I'm going to pop in Wisselbanken. Yes, it would be good to have envoys with city-states, but I'm saving up for Auckland and Nan Madol. So actually, I'll put that one in, and then we're going to take out Diplomatic League. Put in Wisselbanken. We're now getting, it says 2 food and 2 production to trade routes to Poland and the Ottomans, but it's actually 3, because don't forget, I get 50% more. So it says 395 gold. Let us test that, shall we? 1 trade route, 2 trade routes, 3 trade routes, and then of course, don't forget, 4 trade routes, 476 gold per turn. Oh yeah, here we go. The other hilarious thing is if we look at these trade routes, this tiny city is now going to be receiving probably about 10 extra food in production, so we should expect both of these cities to be crazy. In fact, actually, Halep has built Kilwa. If that isn't proof that being friends with Portugal is a good thing, I don't know what is. Another city. Ooh. Oh, I was getting excited because there was more routes available, but it's just because one of my routes has expired. But that's fine. You can still get excited about that. That is allowed. Let's quickly buy a new now, because I'm going to just quickly put in 2 of my improvements into these 2 cities, which I haven't done yet. I'm trying to discover the last person. I believe there's 1 more on this map. Oh no, we have discovered everyone. Oh, I thought there was more. Oh, of course, because there's only 10 players on this map. I remember now. This city is hopefully quite well placed as well, because if there's anybody on this sea, I can trade with them separately. That's a nice deal. Luxuries everywhere. And we've got ourselves, our first ironclad unit. That's a lot of fun. If I was planning on being a little bit mean, that would be the first unit I would use. Oi, get this alliance back. If it's too good an alliance, yes, I'll pay you a little bit of gold for it. I can't believe there were no city-states on this map, but we're on the coast. Like, what's going on with that, eh? What's going on with that? Auckland has just been massively seized by America, but fine. Nanmadol, that is a big bunch of culture per turn, 158. And you can see Byzantium actually has a city on the coast, as does Congo over here. This is where I've got to get to. Okay, my settler now has a job. Make your way down here, and we're going to go and see if we can just sort of cut across where my scout is cutting across now. Industrialization for Portugal. How are we doing tech-wise? We're near the lead. Near the lead. We don't need to be winning. We just need to be competitive. That's the main thing. Well, now that we can industrialize, oh, Lisbon's going to get smoky. Very smoky indeed. And I've put the industrial zone there specifically because it was +4 already. And yeah, I'm hearing you saying, oh, +4, you can't really get better than that. I can destroy this banana oh my goodness, that's such a good tile to remove. I'm going to have to chop my way out of that one. Otherwise, I'm going to have an absolute breakdown over the loss of yields. Oh, I hate removing tiles like that, but this is why you don't sometimes take a pantheon and get attached to these things, because you will. Let's just build a second shipyard, like so. There's the steam power boost. Ironclads is a useful tech upgrade, but it's the movement. It's about being wibbly at sea. That's a technical term. You can quote me on that. Wibbleism. Ah, hello, Ursa. I see that your troops are employing great levels of wibbleism. And I go, yes, they are indeed. Good observation there, dear chap. Good observation. The wibbleism levels are very high. Oh, hello, Poland. Are we going to begin to have some disagreements here? I have not had to spread my religion around much. I've had very easy ride of this. If you start bringing your apostle over, we're going to have very loud disagreements. The kids are going to hear us from upstairs. You know, we think we're making a quiet attempt at hiding it, but no, it's going to be awful. So don't make me do this. Pumping out the settlers now. Why is Vatican City on fire and grey? Germany? Dear oh dear, this seems to keep happening to all of the city-states on the map. It's just some weird relation. I don't know. Some coincidence and of how the map is generated. I don't know what's happening. Could be anything. It could be anything. Oh, please stop taking Hansa. Hansa is like half of my economy, okay? I don't want to have to keep stealing. That's 100 gold per turn. No, stop it. Please stop it. Okay, it's not that bad. A card had been taken out of my government. We can put triangular trade back in, but still, Hansa is mine, and let's all just agree that that's the case. Yeah? Can we do that? Can we have a moment where we just agree that Ursa owns Hansa, no matter what Hansa has to say about the situation? But I'm sure they're fine with that. 15 populations, always slightly worrying when somebody steals that ahead of me, but never mind. This is the stage of the game now. Turn 88, we've now rocked up to 12 cities. Can you tell what I'm doing? Campus. There are a lot of my cities. I've started with the harbour, get the harbour down, and after that's finished, just work on science. Like this lighthouse, yep, no, that is absolutely brilliant. I love it, but now we can get the campus, although in this particular instance, maybe a holy site would be better. There's a lot of breathtaking, like, you know what? When was the last time I did this? We're going for a preserve on the chocolate hills, everyone. We're doing it. The meme is real. All hail the meme. All hail it, I say. I mean, at the moment, the World Congress is in my favour, so I can settle a city and throw up a wall in 2 turns, which is wonderful. It means that my cities are not at risk of being killed. Well, not immediately anyway. Oh, where's the settler going? Come on, Poland, right on our coast. You know you want to. Look at these trade routes. That's a 6 science route. That's a 4.5 science route. And they all add up to beautiful amounts of increased net worth of the Portuguese Empire. Delicious. Bit of a rogue settlement, this one, but in this huge ocean, this is just a random peninsula, and I can make it into a canal peninsula by settling there. So I shall. The world is round. I absolutely should have waited 2 turns to do that. Whoops. Never mind. I'm sure that won't come back to haunt us. No. These things never come back to haunt us. I'm normally so good at that sort of stuff. Nan, my doll has been taken. Oi, stop it. What are you doing? Who is that? Who, why? What? Where? I don't even know what people are offering me at this point. I'm just refusing trades. I'm very much independently playing this game, and that's fine. Forms an armada out of a military unit. Oh, you know exactly what I'm going to do. The industrial era. Oh, it's a magical time. A wonderful time. Full of smoke. So thick that you can't breathe, and terrible working conditions. Ah, yes. Perfect. Reform the coinage time. We just want to remain rich. Being rich is absolutely the best thing that we can be. It's the true Civ 6 Portugal way. And I'm now going to start building Renaissance walls. Now, quite a few of my cities have these. Diplo favor is very, very handy in multiplayer games because because you're not really going to trade it amongst you. And I'd like to be, if not threatening a win, at least in contention for a diplomatic win at any one point. That would be quite fun. Time to vote. And I would love to grow faster, but with -5 loyalty, and I would love to get culture bombs. So we'll just put half of my votes on each one, roughly. No point keeping this diplo favor for anything else. So it looks like I've won one of them. Yeah, culture bombs, but I didn't get the other one. That was America who got that. Terrible. Anyway, 7 envoys. Let's claim back Nan Madol. Hunza somehow has come back to me. Don't complain. And Auckland, I'm just going to sneak up to 6. That means when I build a coal power plant in Lisbon, that'll be quite tasty indeed. Military science, done. Now electricity. I want seaports as soon as I can get them. Do you remember that thing I said I was going to do? Here's an ironclad. Let's give it a promotion, like so. And now it's an armada of 87 strength. Ho, 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 ho. If only there was something to wrecking ball into. Not quite. We're being polite. We're being nice and kind. Go on, do it. Do it. Oh, you were so close, Poland. I want you to settle there. Please, know that I invite you. I invite you to settle there. Oh, a cavalry just appeared and killed my scouting warrior. That scouting warrior was from the start of the game. You can actually track the way they've come. All of this, every single piece of this was that warrior. Oh, rest in peace. Sweet prince, rest in peace. Okay, Nan Madol has gone again. Hunza has gone again. Starting to get real tired of all that AI, especially because Hunza's worth, yeah, like 100 gold per turn. Please don't do that. Electricity gives me seaports. I like it. And now we need to do something more sensible, like chemistry. Get those research labs up and running as soon as we can. Francis Drake, a privateer. That's nice, but I have just had an ironclad. I don't feel like these are even. I finally got round to finishing my religion. Look at that. Religious colonization. We should have put that in ages ago. And pagoda. In the cities that do have a holy site, it now means that these trade routes are just a little bit better. Like 3 gold per turn better. And I get another diplo favor. 113 per turn, which is pretty nice, to be honest. Go on, be on the coast. Be on the coast. Why is no one on the coast? Don't be like this. 39 gold per turn routes, though. These are what I need. Throwing in public works because we've now got to civil engineering. It took ages to stop all of our engineers to, stop swearing at each other, but we got there eventually. What do we reckon? Grandmaster's Chapel? Intelligence Agency? I reckon we're going to go start spying now. I want all of these city-states on side and actually listening to me properly. Now, my dog, come on. In you go. Give this to me. Don't run away. You don't need to run away. You can be on my side forever. We can be friends. In goes the Grove and wow. Oh yeah, yields are looking good. I hope this proves to people, because I see a lot of people talk about Portugal, and there's a bit of a running joke that they're, of course, are very, very powerful on big maps. But as soon as you get a map where nobody's on the coast, nobody can trade with you and it's terrible. And yeah, that is absolutely true. But every single one of my trade routes are just going to this city, and this city. That's it. That's all that's happening. And we're doing just fine. I mean, look at the population here. 8 population, 7 population. They're building wonders. They're building parks. They're great places. Everyone loves them. But you don't need much. Every city can just chug in on the same cities when it comes to trade routes, and it's wonderful. It's very easy to have a lot of fun with Portugal. Much more consistent than a lot of people think they are, I think. Let's start to build spies. We're going to send them to all of the city-states specifically. Oh, look at all these campuses now beginning to finish. This is wonderful. This is exactly what I wanted to see. Ansham, another scientific city-state. Good to know. I do have a lot of campuses now. My first spy. Let's face it. We're going to Hunza. It's happening. I'm doing it. I need that city-state. I really do. I'm also going to give it affluence for an investor, and then we're going to puppeteer to make sure I never lose it again. I refuse. I've lost my mind. The amount of resources I'm putting into this city now. Crazy. Ursa. Oh, there's another city. Yes, it's all the way down here, but it doesn't matter. Okay, I've got another avenue for all of my trade routes now if I want it. I've got 21 of them up at the moment. I don't need many more routes, to be honest. Goa, 2 sources of niter here. I didn't have any, but now I've got loads. Yerevan. Ooh, all of my faith city-states keep getting killed, so Yerevan's a great idea. Oh, of all of the places you could have settled, Poland, why not on this coast? And I could trade with you. Ugh. Right, France, if you start sending apostles, I honestly don't care, but it'll be really annoying, so please don't. I'm not going for a religious victory, and to be honest, unless there's a holy site in my city, I really don't get a lot apart from maybe, 3 gold per turn from my religion, so it's not the end of the world. Here is an admiral. Hello, admiral. Wave and say hello. They're waving. Let's send you to Namadol. Just spies. Spies everywhere. I'm going to take every city-state that I want. 302 science, though. I'm very proud of that. Germany is technically ahead of me, but but I feel like, am I beelining a little bit? I was beelining a little bit. Not like crazy, but beelining enough that I could say, oh, I had one hand tied behind my back in a really annoying way, and everyone would be like, fine, we don't really believe you, but if you insist, fabricate scandal. Yes, so many scandals. Give me control of this city-state. Oh no, this scout has been chased by me right to the end of this peninsula. There's cliffs everywhere. This is how the Lion King went, except instead of lions, we've got cats. It looks so tragic. I've pushed them right to the end here. No, they say. And I'm just like, I killed your father. I have not watched that film in a long time. I have no idea how it goes. La Venta. Germany, why are you hoarding all the religious city-states? What have you been doing, you naughty sausage? Oh, I really wanted Einstein there, but every single scientist just got taken at the same time. I love it when the game does that. Don't you love it when the game does that? It's so fun. He says through not gritted teeth at all. Oh, I feel like you're going to lose this religion, city, but it's okay. No worries. Nobody really minds. Oh, Auckland. Watch this. And bam, I have production now. Specifically at cities like in Braga, where it's going to be really important. I had 29 and now I've got 38. Oh, that's like a third more. Maths. Who really knows maths? I don't. I'm just buying in all of my navigational schools now and libraries and all this sort of stuff. Yes. Oh, the science is going mad. Goodbye, Simba. Oh, ha, ha, ha. I feel a little bad about that. I've come away from that experience and I'm not feeling great. Just want to put it out there. Well, at some point, I believe I may have gone above 1,000 gold per turn. Excellent. Don't pay it any mind. I'm sure it's fine and balanced and totally reasonable and the AI doesn't have to worry at all. No. I'm going to go into a dark age again. Is there anything I can do to stop this? I need 8. No, more than that. 23 points in not many turns at all. No, I think I might just let this dark age happen. As painful as it is. Mass media. I thought that would be more exciting than it turned out to be. I could get colonial taxes for quite a big gold chunk, but I like the things I've got at the moment. I'm going to pick up conservation quickly for a couple more envoys, but apart from that, we're doing nicely. I'm now starting to trade with this new city, which is just wonderful. Where's Porto? I own so many cities, I'm losing track of who is what. You, up there, Tundra City. Yes, you give yourself a trader. So we've got one in Namadol, one in Hunza. That means we need one in Auckland. There we go. The Spy Trilogy. It's beautiful. It's perfect. That's another aqueduct over to that industrial zone. Hello. It's going to be quite the industrial zone when we're done with it. Oh, that's a new German city. Exciting. We can trade with Germany now as well. Oh, they want to get in on the action. I don't blame them. The action is quite something. It's beautiful. Have they been good enough? Will I include them in? I don't know yet. I don't know. Have you been a good Germany this Christmas, or have you been the other one we don't talk about? Religious emergency. Oh, we've got another chance to get involved in that one. I still don't know what that does in terms of the visibility or not. We shall see. Oh, this is chemistry. This is the point. Turn 106. I feel that's a pretty quick chemistry. Not as quick as some people, but pretty quick. But now I can do this. I can go for research labs in cities with power, which admittedly isn't many cities, but this is a big one. This is really big. Oh yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely. Well, that helps out massively with my science per turn. We like that. So let's go radio now, see where the aluminium is and where I need to go to pick that up. Ultimately, what's a multiplayer game without dropping a bomb on somebody at some point? You know, these things, you just have to do them every now and then. It's a rite of passage. Oh, that's a field cannon. This city has been under increasing barb assault, and I don't like the direction this is headed. Okay, the religious emergency did pass this time, but no, there's no shared visibility because I would be able to see what America was doing. Never mind. You know, I can put up with that. Auckland, please get back on side. You were literally the only thing keeping me scientific. And Anshan, do you want to see how much science 1 in a library and 2 a university gives me? It's about 30 something. Oh, that's big. Well, you know what I realize? I can actually put a couple of national parks down. I did not realize I could do that, but that is a nice boost for radio. So let's do that as quick as we can. How many more parks have I got available in my land? Not many, surely. Oh no, there's more than I thought. Fabricate scandal. Hunza. Oh, successful. Let's see how much of an impact that has had. Oh yeah, okay, it's taken quite quite a few envoys off. And we've now got the Fabricate Scandal promotion. Even better. Well, that's going to be wonderful. Margaret Mead, welcome. I will share my science with, who is the least scientific? Poland. All right, we'll share. It's all good. National Park number 1. Radio. Do we have any aluminium? No, is the answer. You got to be kidding me. Where is it? Okay, there's 14 of it on the map. Oh, it's right by my land. Ton in Byzantium's land. There's some that I can settle on. That's in Poland. That's nowhere near me. Oh, this is just above my capital. Double source there. So we can get loads. That's just out my lands as well. So we've got access to 2 already. Great stuff. Great news. We haven't got to worry about that too much. Okay, well, let's celebrate and go straight for advanced flight. Braga still hasn't got a harbour, and it's still not going to, because I'm going to put an aerodrome down now. 1 turn. Do I want to go for a Dark Age? It's actually a very good question. Here is an Admiral. That gives me an era score. I'm at no risk of getting any more this turn, so yeah, we'll just hold this through. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Victor McPupster, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy's Ursa, Zaf, Barnaby Rex, Sharky Bates. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!